Hey guys, it's Sammy back at it again. So of course I don't have an intro, what's new, but I decided to do something a little different. I'm doing a get ready with me kind of video, and I was actually going to a wedding, not a wedding, a bridal party, and it was Southern theme, so this is the theme around this. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I did my brows and I'm combing in the color that I used, and I used MUA brow pencil by, it's MUA, but it's dark brown. And here I'm just gonna carve my eyebrows in, carve them in, cut them, slice them, whatever you want to call it. This just makes sure that, you know, if I mess up anywhere and it looks a little jaggedy, I'm just fixing the brows. And of course you're gonna blend that in, otherwise you're gonna look crazy. Make sure you blend it nice and deep black. And of course I have to prime my oily little eyelids with Urban Decay Primer Potion. Blend that bad boy in, yes. And do the other eye, of course, because, you know. And I'm setting that just with a basic little trend. It don't have to be any type of color either. Here I'm going to go ahead and start in with the LORAC Pro palette, Pro 2. And I'm using the color NECTAR as the transition shade. And I'm also here, I'm using this Sonia Kashuk blending brush. And I just blend. You'll just see me blending in this. Make sure you blend the crap out of this because that's the main color. If you don't do your transition color right, it's just gonna look jaggedy. Then I'm gonna use a light brown, also out of the same palette, the LORAC Pro 2 palette. And I'm gonna go right below that crease color on the outer edge. I just wanna focus it mainly there and then spread it out across the eye. Next, I'm just gonna go back with that Sonia Kashuk, with no product on it, and just blend it. Then I'm gonna go in with a more defined brush, and I'm gonna use the color Cream out of the first LORAC Pro palette, and I'm just gonna put that on the very bottom. It's gonna be like my little highlight on my eye. And you go in the brush. You don't have to really put any product on there. You want if you can, if you lost some of the color. But I didn't. I just went in there to blend it back out. Then I will use Taupe from the first LORAC Pro palette again on the outer edges. Then I use Sable to deepen it a little bit more. And make sure you're looking far from it. Even if you have your mirror closed, make sure you back up and look, because otherwise it's gonna look a hot mess. Then I'm gonna go back in with that cream color, because sometimes those colors disappear once you start blending it. And do the same exact thing. Then I'm gonna use my NYX liquid liner, but of course, and here I decided not to do a wing, just because when I think Southern theme, because that's the look I'm going for, I don't think they wear the wings. But I couldn't go without liquid liner. I couldn't go that far. Then I'm just gonna celebrate because my liquid liner is done. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Then I'm gonna clean the product off because that ain't cute, girl. Wipe it off. Wipe it off. Some more dancing. Then I'm using the Benefit Pore Professional, and I forgot to put that in my dumpster diving video, but I did find that in the dumpster. And I use the Rimmel foundation. Nothing new. I always use it. Shout out to Sarita for showing me that foundation. Then I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, but of course to highlight the pinpoints of my face and make weird faces and triangles all over my face. Down my nose, a little bit on the cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead. And I'm gonna use my little sponge and blend it out. Here on my nose, I like to use my finger because sometimes when I use a sponge, it takes some of the product off and it just looks patchy. I'm just gonna blend it underneath my eye. Make sure you get the edges on the outer end where your brow's at, because sometimes you can make a sharp line. You'll see me do it right there. Then I'm gonna use my phone. Then I'm gonna use Airspun transition powder. This is my first time using it. It's actually really nice. I quite liked it. And I put it on my chin and on my smile lines because I'm oily and that ain't cute. So I just make sure I pack that on. And I was watching YouTube, but of course, right now, did my fault. Sorry. Then I just use the axis whenever I brush it off to set the rest of my face, and I kind of dust it off at the same time. And I'm going to use the bronzer. Again, it's Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love that bronzer. It's so nice. It's not orange or nothing like that. It just gives me a nice overglow. Then I'm dancing to Beyonce. Ooh, ooh. Then I'm going to contour with Hoola Bronzer by Benefits. And of course, I switched up the brush. If you want to know the names of the brush, I can put it in the description box. I believe that's a Sedona Lace brush. Here, I'm just making a little 3 for my contour. Then I'm using the Morphe Shimmer palette, and I'm going to use that as my highlight. I'm just mixing those two colors. They don't have names to the colors, so pop that bad boy on there. It's actually quite nice. I liked how it came out, and I just blended it with a I believe that's like a synthetic brush. I'm not quite sure, but I know it's a Real Techniques brush. Put my inner corner highlight, but of course. And I totally forgot to show where I put lipstick on, but just heads up, I'm using Kylie's Cosmetics Posy K. And here I'm using Hourglass palette. And contouring the nose with the same Hoola bronzer. And here you notice I have lipstick on. I don't know what happens to the clip where I put the lipstick on, but it is Posy K from Kylie. Putting mascara on because they don't really care about it. And I'm just going to put eyeshadow underneath my eye. I'm using the same exact colors that I did on the top to the bottom, just to define my under eye a little bit better. It just makes it look more put together, the look. Then I'm using Ardell 811 FAUXMINK lashes. They just came out, and I'm going to dance while I wait for the glue to dry. And here, I went ahead and slowed down the video just so you can see exactly how I'm putting the lashes on. So the key to this is waiting for your lashes to the lash glue to dry, and then sticking in the lash line on. And I start from the end and work my way in. And sometimes you have to mess with it a lot. You really do, because otherwise it's not going to come out right. You're going to have your lashes falling all over the place. It's going to look like a hot mess. Same thing, starting from the end, fixing it how I want it to look. Then sometimes I'll go in the beginning of it, but I'll work my way. And you have to kind of move it up and down, so that way, because sometimes if you position the lash a certain way, it will look down, and you don't want that. You want it to look up. It's supposed to flatter your eyes, not make you look droopy, you know. And I'm done. I'm gonna put my little hat on. Ooh, does this scream Southern Belle or what? Not really. Kind of look like I'm going to a funeral, but that's okay. And yes, and had to hurry up. So here's the little pictures for your enjoyment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more, go ahead and subscribe and like it. I'll appreciate it. Thank you for watching.